160 and 60 is going to go out to 16. Right, Scott, take this one out to $16. Right behind Carrie here. All right, 200 and 140 is going to go out to 13. That's an easy one. Right out here. All right, 150 and 110 is going to go out to 18. All the way to the end here. All right, got a couple more to go here. 210 and 200 goes out to 12. 210, 200 is going to go out to 12. So it's going to come out right here. And our last one, 190, 100 goes out to 15 and a half. So this is going to go behind Dan. Dan, I'm going to just ask you to move right now. 190. It's our new students. Say hello to Dan. All right. So now Casey and our visitor's name is Brooke. So if Casey and Brooke are looking from way back there, and they're looking in that dimension, it's the same story, right? They see the points just like you saw them a few minutes ago, right? But who has a different perspective over here is Dom here, right? The side perspective, you'd say, look, we can take this string here, and Rich, since Dan, you're up, come on up, Dan.
I don't know why I'm filming.
So you guys take a look now in this direction. So you go down that way. Go down
sure you don't want
where Tony is.
Walter and
You're our Y guys. You are our X guys. You guys are X guys.
We just got dissed on an
Now what
accident.
they can do is they can look this way. So stand back a little bit further. Right? And now you can see there's kind of a general slope downwards in this data, isn't there? Right? You can see the data is kind of coming down this way. Right? So, well, okay, well, you know, we need some, it's harder for them. They actually need to stand outside the windows there to get a better perspective. We're not going to ask them to do today. But you can see there's a downward sloping direction here. Okay, so if we did not account for this variable, all our data points would be, as we started, lined up here, and the only variable we'd be accounting for would be advertising. Okay? And if we did that, well, we'd have that first slope, and we'd feel good about ourselves, but what we would be lacking would be the information from this other variable, from this other dimension. Okay? So these guys got that, that one slope down. Tell you what, Rich, you can put your fingers through it like that. We're going to let out a lot of string here in a second. Okay? You hold on to this. You will hold this. Okay? And just let it go loose with your fingers. All right. Now, Walter, we're going to have you come back here again. Now, basically, if you hold this up here, and you can kind of see if I'm doing a plane of best fit, and stand back here, you can kind of see the data kind of slopes down this way. Right? So you can put your hand up a little higher. Okay. Now jump. Keep on jumping. Now I think to the plane of best fit, your side is going to go down a little bit. Okay? And Rich, we're going to have you, tell you what, Johnson, put your fingers up like that, and Rich, you're going to put your, just grab onto the, you can sit down. All right, now, Rich, come on back here. Come on, surveys over here. Okay, come on over. Okay, Brian, I'm going to have you hold your hand right there. So you're going to go through Brian's hand here. Okay, now follow me. Keep on going. Okay, over the data. Watch out, don't knock the data over. There you go.
You're Rich.
Go over this one, and then you're going to connect back up with Walter. Okay, now, all right. So, and Walter, you're going to hold both these points. Hold them. Thank you, Richard. have to go up, sorry. Yeah, up there you go. All right, now if you can imagine this is a plane, if we were to connect all these strings, okay? This is a plane, okay? Instead of a line before with the line of best fit, now we get the plane of best fit. And that accounts for both price and advertising, okay? Now I have to imagine that these two lines are connected here, and if they did, this plane here, right? This plane might chop this thing off right here, okay? Now if it did, here's my y, right? What's this going to be?
Alpha.
Well, not alpha.
A variance.
Well, it's kind of like a variance, right? But think back, it's a three-dimensional analogy to if we did it over here in the original on the board, right? The difference between the line of best fit, which is the regression line, except there's a regression plane, okay? And then someone just mentioned it, right? A couple of people got it. Yeah, this is your error, okay? And the regression plane might kind of go through here, right? So my error here is positive or negative.
Negative.
Below the plane, right? Negative. My sales are positive this way, right? So it's negative. So I've got negative error here, and again, positive error here. But now I've got the explanation is two-dimensional now instead of one-dimensional. Okay? Now, just like on the two-dimensional thing where you had the line of best fit and then the points were either close to that line or not, again, we have the plane of best fit, and then these points are either close to that or not. Okay? And if these data points are real close to this plane in general, what does that mean about r squared? Pi. Okay? So you have the same analogies in the 2 dimensions that you now have in 3 dimensions. You've got the error, you've got the y hats, which are going to be where the plane intersects the pole. Okay? The actual data, y minus y hat, is going to be your error. Okay? Does that make sense? The slope, now again, the slope is increasing with regard to promotion, okay? And it's decreasing pretty substantially here with regard to price. Okay, the slope is going to be your regression coefficient. Okay? And whether or not it decreases a lot this way or increases a lot this way is going to tell you whether said regression coefficients are significant or not. Okay? I can't do 3 dimensions, we can't do 3 explanatory variables. We only got 2. But when we do the Fama-French 3-factor model, we had the Kaplan's market return, and then we had the SMB factor, and then we're running out of reality here. We had another dimension which we can't very easily visualize in 3-dimensional space. Okay? Questions on this? While these guys got their arms up and getting their static workouts in, any other questions?